Many industries have certainly been hit hard during the pandemic, but that is not the case for the golf industry. Right now, golf is booming nationwide and especially here in our valley. But is this surge sustainable? I spoke today with the CEO of Marra Market Intelligence, a local business news and economic research company, Bob Marra. Bob, thanks for joining us.
Peter, thanks for having me. I've been a big fan of yours since you got into town here doing those deep dive reports and everything. And I think, didn't you get here about the same time as the pandemic started?
I appreciate
Pretty much.
Yes, I did. I keep telling people I came at the wrong time.
Nice. Great.
Something else that's great. Let's talk about golf here in the Valley. Obviously, it is a big part of the culture here, and it is doing well despite the pandemic. So why do you think that is?
Lots of interesting reasons, and it's kind of an anomaly, right? When you have a pandemic, there are so many things that have gone wrong and so many industries that have gone down. But because golf was able to stay open, they were able to convince the counties throughout the state that they were a good, healthy outdoor activity, and they could be safe, and they proved it. They came up with a great statistic, and they realized that 1.3 people per acre are on a golf course. And so that really swung the pendulum. They had to go county by county, kept it open, and then they really did a great job. They were inspected all the time. And so you can go play golf and never go into the clubhouse, not go to the restaurants, and still be so far distanced and enjoy it. And so people came back to golf. A lot of people that played that didn't have other activities that they could do or that were taken away from them got back to golf. And then there were so many new players that came into it for a variety of reasons, similar to what I've said here about safety and just being outdoors and enjoying it, and more people walking than ever.
What metrics of success can you share with us?
Well, on a national level, the National Golf Foundation tells us that in 2020, rounds of golf played was up 14%. Now, in the Coachella Valley, in this region, the people I've been talking to on the public side have said that the rounds have been anywhere from 15 to 18% up. Revenue has been 10 to 13% up. And remember, that's with several weeks of closures. And so they're still doing extremely well in that regard. So our local region is actually trending better. I think it's part of the coastal community folks coming into the desert as part of the drive market and coming back out to the desert, enjoying the outdoors, and then taking some time to play golf.
Are private clubs also feeling the boost as well?
The private clubs have had an incredible renaissance through this whole process. It's kind of a combination of the golf and the real estate. And so whereas in many years past, ever since the onset of the Great Recession, but even before, a lot of local courses were member-driven, private courses were suffering. People were getting out of golf, getting away from it. The real estate at the golf clubs was tied to the golf course, and they were complaining about subsidizing golf through their HOA fees. Now it's a complete reversal. There are some clubs I talk to out there that have single digits in terms of lots available to build on and homes when they typically track around 40 of each. Bigger clubs like PJ West has reported growth in sales over 2019, which was a really good year for them, of more than 20%. Others have doubled their membership, and it's allowed people to resell equity memberships too. So brought a lot of health to the private side of the sector.
I'm curious, Bob, do you think this surge is sustainable?
Well, from all accounts that I've heard, there are good reasons for optimism. I think it comes down to the basics. I've talked to some people at the governing bodies and the local or the regional organizations saying that maybe golf was marketing itself incorrectly in recent years as things fell off, and it was more of an economic issue from the recession than it was people only wanting to do things on the computer or had to be fast paced or whatever, where they're just finding that people just are really enjoying the ability to spend quality time with their families and friends and spouses, and more people are walking. A story was told to me by the PGA Tour Superstore in Palm Desert leaders that said the 4 manufacturers of golf pull carts to walk with ran out of inventory in the summer, and it's a 6-week wait to get a pull cart. And so you can see people walking and being healthy. So it's really been quite a spectacular thing going on, and in a time when our greater Palm Springs region really needed it.
All right, Bob, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure, Peter. Thank you.